Plate 6. Spices. You will remember that one of the main reasons for Magellan's journey was to bring spices back to Spain. Spices were very much in demand, because without spices everything that had anything to do with food and meals tasted boring. The sea voyage was not easy, but on the 6th of November, 1521, after 27 months, the sailors reached the Maluku Islands, which were then nicknamed the Spice Islands. Roughly scan the plate from top to bottom. It is divided into 4 equal squares. Each of the 4 areas represents a different spice and contains several small objects. In the bottom right corner is frame with a QR code. You can scan it with your mobile phone and listen to the description of this plate whenever you like. Let's start with the square at the top left. Here you can fill 2 yellow spheres and 2 hemispheres. They are nutmegs, either whole or sliced. They are shown here in their original size. You can imagine a nutmeg like a chestnut. It grows on a tree, the nutmeg tree, in a soft shell that protects the nut itself. The left of the 2 spheres has a slit, and the right of the 2 spheres has burst open a little. Here the nut, shown in red, peeps out of the shell. Immediately below, visible as 2 hemispheres, lies a cut-open nutmeg, which is actually a fruit. In the left half lies the whole nut, shown in red, as if it could be taken directly from the shell. In the right half there is a corresponding light immersion, a hollow. If you fold the 2 halves together, the nutmeg with shell would be complete again. On the far left you can feel 2 small spherical brown objects. These are dried nutmegs as they are sold in shops as a spice. They have to be grated like Parmesan cheese to release their flavor. The large green flat object next to the round objects is the leaf of the nutmeg plant. It has no special shape, but the nutmeg itself is all the more special. Nutmeg must only be used in very small quantities, otherwise it would make food inedible and, more importantly, it could even become dangerously poisonous. A whole nutmeg weighs between 3 and 8 grams. As a quantity of 5 grams is considered an overdose, you should never eat a whole crushed nutmeg. The second object on the top right is pepper. Again, you can see the fruit, which is the actual spice, and a green leaf, which can be found in nature on pepper bushes. The small dark green peppercorns are hanging tightly, as if on a chain. In the shops, however, only the peppercorns are available. You can buy them whole or ground. You can feel a pile of black peppercorns to the left of the 2 strings of beads. The green pepper leaf is higher up. It has a rather unusual structure. Can you feel the fine lines that run almost parallel to each other? On most other leaves they would go off to the side like fish bones from a central line. Pepper, like most plants, comes in many different varieties. Their peppercorns vary in color and, this is important for the cook, in their levels of spiciness. As with all hot spices, the rule is, the hotter the flavor, the more hellish it will burn if you get some on your fingers and you rub your eyes. So be careful. The spice on the bottom left of the plate is not hot at all, but delicious, best in combination with sugar. Do you feel the 3 small light brown rolls lying next to each other? They are cinnamon sticks, as they are sometimes sold in shops. But usually, you buy ground cinnamon, in powder form. In the bottom left corner of the plate, there is a piece of cinnamon stick. You can feel it curling up like a roll of toilet paper. This happens quite automatically after harvesting. But how is cinnamon harvested in the first place, and from which part of the plant? You can see this in the large elongated object further to the right. It is a piece of branch, depicted in yellow and dark green, like in nature a piece of a branch from the evergreen tree called the true cinnamon tree, from which the dark green bark is stripped off to the left. The cinnamon sticks are made by scraping off the inner part of the bark in larger pieces. As the pieces dry, they curl up. Now the spice on the bottom right remains. It is a clove plant. The clove tree is also an evergreen tree that can grow to a height of over 10 meters, although in cultivation it is usually smaller. At the top is a red and white stem with green leaves and a flower. The flower divides roughly like the fingers of a hand. Each finger later ripens into a clove, like those found in spice shops. The brown fruits, i.e. the finished cloves, are at the bottom. At the bottom right they are shown in their original size. But as they are very tiny and you can hardly feel the shape, there is an enlarged version further to the left. The clove fruit is shaped like a torch. There is a thick stalk at the bottom and a roundish thickening at the top. Cloves release their flavor when chewed and when cooked. The clove goes well with salty dishes such as red cabbage as well as sweet dishes such as stewed pears or gingerbread.